grow. What you know about them ahis? Done planted one and it got me. That lemon drop done did a little pot and I'ma keep on doing my hobby. Time to rock and roll with a reaper, baby. Maybe get a little stinger, bringing heat now, baby. I'ma keep on going, maybe get a little seven pots of chili burning up from a pepper crop. What you gonna do with it? Maybe make a little powder and I put it in your vodka, yeah. Maybe act a fool with it. Maybe make another vid burning up, just act like I'm cool with it. Bring the main vein when you eat the brain strain. Peter Pepper has a fire, better get ready for pain. When I came to the game, I had something to prove. Turns out I might have been a little bit insane. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Can't wait till they make me hurt. Can't wait till I put them in the dirt. Can't wait till they grow real high, and I can't wait till they make them tears squirt. Yeah, I got Battalion, Hell's Bells, and Fort 9 coming in the ghost pots creeping. Got all y'all running, but I'm just about to eat them. I'ma have a little fun and I'ma have regrets. Yeah, probably a ton. When they grow, I have a little talk with them. Like, hey, let's take a little walk. Listen, little guy, you need to grow up. Maybe get real strong and make someone throw up. If not, that's okay though. Be mild, I don't mind if you say so. Cause I'm a pepper lover, I'ma be here for the K, bro. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. What you know about them ahis? Done planted one and it got me. That lemon drop done did a little pot and I'ma keep on doing my hobby. Time to rock and roll with a reaper, baby. Maybe get a little stinger, bringing heat now, baby. I'ma keep get a little seven pots of chili burning up from a pepper crop. What you gonna do with it? Maybe make a little powder and I put it into vodka, yeah. Maybe act a fool with it. Maybe make another vid burning up, just act like I'm cool with it. Bring the main vein when you eat the brain strain. Peter Pepper has a fire, better get ready for pain. When I came, get something to prove. Turns out I might have been a little bit insane. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Can't wait till they make me hurt. Can't wait till I put them in the dirt. Can't wait till they grow real high, and I can't wait till they make them tears squirt. Yeah, I got Battalion, Hell's Bells, and Fort 9 coming in the ghost pods creeping. Got all y'all running, but I'm just about to have a little fun and I'ma have regrets. Yeah, probably a ton. When they grow, I have a little talk with them. Like, hey, let's take a little walk. Listen, little guy, you need to grow up. Maybe get real strong and make someone throw up. If not, that's okay though. Be mild, I don't mind if you say so. Cause I'm a pepper lover, I'ma be here for the K, bro. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Pepper loving, we on a roll. Pepper loving, just let it grow. Look at this thing grow now. Pepper loving,
And howdy. How is everybody doing this fine evening? Oh man, I've been racing the clock. Went to change my skin back, and the skin file was apparently corrupted. Luckily, I had a backup of it, and I was able to copy it over. So yeah, we are back to our general costume, or general skin, I should say anyway. Let's double check it here and make sure. uh, that is not my skin. Alright, hang on a second. We will be back in just a moment. Don't know why it didn't do it that time either, but we'll take and restart the game. This doesn't take too long. I think I might have forgot to hit the save button. Okay, now I hit the save button for sure, so that's working like it should, hopefully. Okay, something is definitely going on here, and I don't know what it is. So until such time as I can figure it out, we're just going to have to play as Alex. That's pretty weird if you ask me. Okay, this is just going to drive me nuts, so bear with me one more moment or two. Wish there was a way to change the skins while in the game, instead of having to exit out every time. Save and upload. It says your skin was successfully uploaded. Sorry about this, guys. Logging back into the world. Okay. Gatorade! iPack. Oh, not a command. Vanilla? Yep, it's vanilla server. Or not server, but single player vanilla series. I guess I said that wrong too, because it's a single player Let's Play series. And I just play, yeah, basically by myself. No mod pack, just, as you can see, straight vanilla. Minecraft 1.13.2, Java, vanilla. So, yep. So how you doing tonight? Naderade, I'm not sure I've seen your name in the chat before. How you doing tonight? And welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just getting started here for the evening. And we have a new project put to us, which I'm not going to reveal yet, but yeah, it should prove to be interesting. Okay. So, anyway, main base if you haven't seen it before. And let's go see how much concrete have we got. That's not a whole lot. How much black do we have? None. How much gray? Oh, we have more gray. We could actually get away with doing part of it in gray. White concrete, how much is in here? Not a whole lot. Any empties in here? Actually, that one can be emptied out. Let's go do that real quick. Mr. Garden is in the house. Hey, Mr. Garden, how you doing this fine evening? I think I already know part of that answer, but yeah. Alright, where did I put the... That's all sand. Oh, I put the netherrack in with the... Those. Why didn't I put the quartz away when I was down there? I don't know. Chicken feathers and flesh. Flesh. Feathers, 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 feathers. We don't have feathers up here. Nothing special going on. Just have to go buy stuff to build a desk Saturday. Ah, desk. That sounds interesting. A desk for playing on or working on? It's been a long time since I built a desk. My computer set up. Well, that's a good thing. All right. We have a limited supply of white concrete. Although that's not bad. I still think we should take and make up a few more stacks just because. Let's see, bone meal over there. So are you expanding the computer setup for a whole bunch of stuff, or I'm just curious? Because maybe you're going to start streaming now. That could be interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have gravel up here, right? I ran out of bone meal. Would rather build one than buy one of the cheap ones? Well, right now using a kitchen table. Yeah, the kitchen table might... I could see it having quite a bit of room and everything, but yeah, an actual desk would be so much nicer. Yeah, like Sertaninator has been talking about building his new setup. But his is going to be huge. Alright, this shouldn't take us long. Have two laptops and a 32-inch screen on one table is too much. Yeah, I can agree with you there. I have a desk that came out of a double-wide cubicle from MLT Vacations as my main one, and then I have a 6-foot folding table as a secondary one where I do the craft stuff on. Okay. Oops, I need a stack pack to get started with. Unknowing Axel is in the house. How is everyone? Doing pretty darn good. Unknowing, how are you doing this fine evening? I'm going to make the assumption you started the new job, right? And how was the first day or two? New job hype? Yep. Oh, we knew what you meant, Mr. Garden. So unknowing, tell us about it. Give us all the juicy details. Have you made vice president yet? Haha, joke, joke. Busy? Well, busy is a good thing. Today my spelling has been bad even for me. That's alright. Don't worry about it. I can usually read through most everything, and if I can't figure it out, I'll ask. But I've been reading chat for well over a year. I can usually figure it out. Most of the time. Everyone wants to pay the bill on the first. Well, yeah. Oh, and you manually help them walk through it? I would imagine. So, I heard that Google came out with a new cell phone service. Have you guys heard anything about it? No, I don't work for Google either. Haha, joke, joke. Nope, I have to take the payment. Yep. Oh, man. Then if somebody has to wait for 2 minutes, they get a little ornery. It's based on Wi-Fi. Somebody was saying that they were going to be using the Verizon towers. So what you're saying is based on Wi-Fi, then it's a VoIP? Doesn't do you any good if you're out in the middle of the country. I bet he was talking about it, and he actually signed up for it, and it was $20 a month for unlimited talk and text with no data plan. Oops. Going faster than it was. And then if you wanted a gig of data, it was an extra $10. He actually went and signed up for everything on it and went to finalize it and then found out that his phone doesn't have a SIM card in it. So he would have had to get a new phone, and the cheapest one that they offered, he said, was like $100, but they suggest you do the Pixel one. But that's like $800 or $900. When you look at, I think it's Cricket. Cricket's $40 a month for unlimited talk and text, and then data in it. I looked at my, excuse me, my cell phone bill from last month, and I used like 3.5 megabytes of data. That was because I checked the weather a couple of times when I was outside a Wi-Fi spot. Okay, sounds like that's empty. Yep. Oh, we got a powder there. And we got a powder there. Yeah, it looks like they have something worked out with the 3 big cell providers, but it works with Wi-Fi hotspots. Okay. Well, it's my area. Well, 2 blocks over and like 3 blocks up the hill, there used to be a water tower, but it was starting to collapse. So they took it out. But what they neglected to tell anybody was that there was a cell tower sitting on top of said water tower. And T-Mobile, that was their only tower they were allowed to use in town. So that killed my service. So I had to switch. Annoying. What are you finding as far as prices go? Pepper Putz, hey Yankee. How you doing tonight, Pepper Putz? Well, it's just 1 second. I never muted my other screen. I'm thinking, I hear somebody talking. Come to find out it's me. Go figure. Okay, that should give us enough white concrete to get this project started. $20 for the service and $10 for the data, so it's $30. I thought there was an option where you didn't have to get the data. And it's only a gig of data. Doing well, he says. Or about $30 a month. That's still a lot better than $75 a month. And that's the lowest plan that Verizon had. And my contract is long overdue, so I could switch any time. Okay, so I kind of asked somebody I don't know if I should say who it is. If they had a new project for me. And he says, yeah, give me a minute. And comes back with an interesting project idea. I pay about $300 for 3 phones with Verizon. Okay. And I bet you it's a high data plan and, well, unlimited talk and text. Oh, and I bet you you're paying for the phones too. Me, myself, I don't care about all the extra smartphone features and stuff. So that's not something that really interests me. So I just get the cheapest phone I can afford. Yep, and unlimited data, and I do pay for the phones. Yeah. I just bought a Galaxy Core, or Samsung Galaxy Core something. It was like $100. That suits me fine. Play a couple games, no big deal. Alrighty. Well, just to show a little bit here before we get started. Shut the chicken farm down. It is doing no more, but if I turn... Well, I should turn the volume up anyway. So we can hear something. I can't find that chicken. So what is the project tonight? Oh, I haven't told anybody. It's got to be away from this main area. Because we got the village theme going on over there. We got like rustic farm going on over here with rustic tree farm. And my little house with its stuff. So that's kind of medieval, early 1900s, maybe into the 1950s. Early 1900s, 1800s, like different time zones. And the pig racetrack, that would definitely be somewhere back in the early 1900s. It's a ghost chicken! Well, I took out a whole bunch of blocks all the way around looking for it, and I can't find it. And the only way I can look any further is if I start trashing redstone. I don't want to do that. So I figure I can just kind of stay in there. So, how many rockets do we have? 2 full stacks of rockets. Are they ones and ones? Okay. So you look at the golem farm. That's kind of early 1900s, 1950s, somewhere there, all made out of wood. You look at the villager spawner. That's a little more futuristic, up in the air, floating, and, concrete and glass. More modern time. This next item is going to be a higher end science item. Where would you guys suggest I put it? It's probably going to be a base of about 40 by 40, maybe bigger. Or the main thing will probably be about 40 by 40. I was thinking about putting it out outside of one of the subway stations. But there is... I haven't built on one before, but out this way, somewhere, I don't know if I want to trash the mycelium island though. 50 by 500. I'll see if we put it here, then we gotta trash a lot. But we won't have to worry about spawns bugging us and everything else. And one suggestion was put it out in the water, which could be interesting. 50 by 500. That would be a huge platform. That would be 25,000 blocks. Versus 40 by 40 would be 1,600. Oh, that's a lot. I kind of like this area preserved like it is, so I don't think we're going to build here. Hi cows, bye cows. I forgot there is this island area up here. Not very flat though, although this side isn't so bad. Make it float with jet thrusters, keeping it up, and have to pull your leg. Well, that's definitely an idea, but if you knew what this item was, you would know a floating platform wouldn't work for it. I'd have to run some kind of fluid pipe up to it. I don't know if I'm liking this area. Now I could make it float in the water and then put like a main garage here with the track running out to it. Have you figured it out yet? Haven't figured out what it is yet? Nope, not a boat. Okay, so if the garage is going to be here, it's going to need the thing coming out this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 30 blocks out. That should be enough. For that part of it, anyway. I think somewhere you need to build your truck with working doors. How would I put working doors on, though? That could be interesting. I know there's a Minecraft mod where you can take and do that. I just can't place blocks for anything tonight, huh? Oh, no wonder. There's kelp under it. Okay, I gotcha. Zombird, go away. And of course, I don't think I brought a bed with me. Wooden doors. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's a turtle floating around underneath. Okay. I was thinking, there's something moving there. They just don't listen, do they? Will he make it to us? What about subtitles? Okay. Would help at night, haha. And some sort of science center or hospital. Science center would be close. Okay, so I built that 7. And I think I want to go out to 40, but let's find out how 20 is going to do. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How off is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I could actually do it 7 by 7, so that way it's symmetrical. Hadn't thought about a hospital. Alright. So we went 21 that way. So there's 1, 2. And then we're out of white concrete. And now that we put the bed down, though, I'll probably be sleeping more often. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come on. Why does that not look right? That's because it isn't. It's one off. Just looking at this, I can tell it's not going to be big enough. Should I give you a clue? If 2 people say yes, please give me a clue. I'll tell you what it is. Or I'll tell you what the clue is, that is. There's one person. Yeah, give us a clue. Alright, I'll give you a clue. Falcon 9. Not C-Lab 2020 Falcon 9. A rocket platform. Ooh, you got it. So you're going to make a rocket. I'm going to try. Now you can see why I wanted it away from the rest of the base, because, and I was talking about timelines. Okay. Hopefully you guys think that's an interesting idea. What am I hearing? What was... A squid jumped up on top and perished? Huh. That was interesting. I'm not going to turn down an ink sac. Yeah, I don't think this platform's going to be big enough. Hopefully it works better than the original SpaceX rocket. Well, did you watch the launch of the first Falcon 9 to take off? By any chance? Is it going to be a house? You must have stepped away for a minute. Unless you're talking make the actual rocket into a house. Then I guess that would make sense, if that's what you're asking. I don't know if it's going to be big enough to be considered a house. I have the strangest feeling we're going to run out of concrete. Oh, you said the platform wasn't big enough. Yeah. And now the cat can't jump up here and perish. That was kind of cool with the Falcon 9. The two primary thrusters went up, disconnected, fell back down, chutes opened, and slowed them down, the two of them down. And then they got down close to the bottom. The thrusters kicked in, righted itself correctly, let go of the chute, and the engines came back, deployed legs, and stopped on a platform. The one that they were filming was only like 5 feet off of its intended target. I thought that was pretty cool. This is not big enough. Are you doing a launch tower or a silo? The tower is going to be over there. Or probably put the tower up on top of the hill up there. A staircase and tunnel running up to it. And then we have to put a big garage up. And then tracks out so that the rocket can be wheeled out like they moved the space shuttle out of its final assembly building. You know, they take it and do it 3 miles? Yeah, I think it was 3 miles that they moved away. Are you shopping a launch tower or a silo? Yeah, so this is going to be the launch pad. And I guess there will be a tower on it now that I think about it. So yeah, I was thinking like a control tower when you said that. Okay, so that's 21. We want to get to 41. So we need to add 20 on each. We need to add 20, so it's 10 on each side. So that makes 31. Okay, and we'll bring that up to 21. That's 4. Three miles of white concrete it is. No, I don't think so. I can play with the physics of that a little bit. And actually, when the Falcon 9 took off, because it had 3 engines, and the engines were actually smaller than what they used for the shuttle, so it didn't shoot flames too far out. 3 miles of white concrete would be 3,000 blocks. That's a long ways to go. Now, let's go get an aerial view and... okay, come on. We can fly. Really, we can. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was a ship down there. Yeah, that looks like it could work. I don't think I have 3,000 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 640, 704, 722 blocks. Yeah, I would need to get a lot more blocks. So, Pepper Putz, have you thought about doing a collab and something one of these days? Oh, come on. Alright, well. I'm still not sure of the game. So, 3 miles is roughly 3,000 blocks. That makes a 10 by 10 house a bedroom in real life. No. A 10 by 10 house is... each block is a meter. So each block is just short of 3 feet. So a 10 by 10 house is just short of 30 feet by 30 feet. Well, would you want to stream on the computer or on the Xbox? Because Xbox, then that makes it really limited. You know, if somebody was actually thinking halfway, you might put some torches down. We could do a PC, but limited spec-wise to SATA 300. I don't understand. Your hard drive? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it maxes out a lot. Didn't you just put in a SSD drive? And when I first started streaming this, I was using a regular hard drive. In fact, my game still runs off of that hard drive. My SSD is just for recording. Pesky kelp. Yeah, and just remember, you don't gotta do it. I was just suggesting. Don't let me try and force you into anything. Just dawned on me that the way I've been pestering you could be taken that way. So just make sure you understand. I'm not doing that. No, you're not. Haha. Okay. Bring up a quick calculator. This is 41 by 21. What does that come out to be? Forty times 20 is 800. 821? 840. 861. We don't even have enough of concrete blocks here to finish this. $861. That was pretty close. Alright, this time, kelp is going to buy it. Probably shouldn't be that low, because now I'm just going to fill my inventory up with kelp. Oh, I keep forgetting. No conduit over here. I was thinking, good thing there's no ocean monuments around here. And then this guy shows up. And by the way, thank you for figuring that out. Okay, so that's 21. That looks good. And apparently the shift key was released. All this kelp being picked up is kind of amusing. Place a couple blocks, pick up some kelp. Place a couple more blocks, pick up some more kelp. Why would it only give me a stack of 1? That was the last piece of that stack, yep. Or, oh, might have been, yeah, picked up the one block that was in a stack all by itself, so just grab the closest stack. That makes sense. I think it's getting dark out. And no, I won't accidentally kill the dolphin this time. Came over here to sleep, not to drop off kelp. Let's see how big this looks. Yeah, that's looking pretty big. Sigh of exasperation over the kelp growing as fast as it does. Sometimes you want it to grow faster so you can harvest it faster, but now when it's in the way... Once you get into the rhythm of it, this doesn't take too long. One thing I have to do is keep varying my pattern, otherwise you start to fall asleep. At least you're not trying to clear an ocean temple. Yeah, I did that in the last world. Even using the dispenser or the pistons to push the sandstone or the sand over That still took hours. Although I'll admit it made it a whole lot easier. So annoying, have you ever done anything like this? Well, Mr. Garden and Pepper Potts, have you done anything like this before? As far as building a rocket goes, I haven't. You guys keep me building outside of my comfort zone. It's a good thing that I learn new stuff. Four stacks left, that's it. And these are 39 across, and there's 3. Okay, so each of those 2 is a stack plus. It's going to be close. Oh, like El Mango and Mumbo did. I have built slime block rockets, but never a static rocket. Okay, I haven't done I tried doing the slime block machines, and I guess I just don't understand the concept of getting them to start and stop. Last time I did it in the creative world, and I couldn't get it to stop without it having to be destroyed, or part of it broken. One of them I just let it go. Figured if it wasn't going to stop, I wasn't going to try and stop it. Okay, that's really close. Alright, up, against, straight down. 1 block over. Come on. Yeah, the flying machines that drop the concrete, those things fascinate me. Did I say that drop the concrete? I meant to say drop the TNT. Although the concrete dupers are interesting too, but I don't want to mess with the end portal. Oh, I guess I had to miss one. That actually looks pretty cool. Okay, so with their rocket design, I want to model it kind of after the Falcon 9. Oh, whoops. So it's got a small booster, the big main booster, and then another small booster. I've done both rockets that keep going and ones that stop. The ones that stop are more like an elevator. Yep. One of these days I'm going to have to start trying to do flying, yeah. Those things. We don't need to bring that back. No other empty ones in there, right? Yesterday off camera, I cooked up 7 shulker boxes of chicken. When I shut the chicken farm down. Okay. Home is that way, I believe. Hi, creepers. Unknowing, you play on the Xbox, right? And Pepper Putz, you play on the Xbox. Interesting. That means you two could actually play together. If I'm not mistaken. Followers, turn that way. See how far we can get in the door this time? We're not going to make it. And Pepper Putz, you're on the Xbox One or One X or which? And just so you know, Pepper Putz has a thing running her own too. So if he drops off for a moment here and there, it's not usually a big deal. Alright, let's get this a cooking. I haven't used these in a while, but I wonder how much XP is stored up in them. when I was doing the chicken, I stopped one of them, pulled the XP out, and went from level 64 to just short of where I am now at 68. Just boom. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, so 16. So that would be 8 sand and 8 gravel. The 1S and 1X are all the same, really, just better versions of the same system. Yeah. At least they didn't come out with like the Xbox and then totally revamp everything for the 360 that doesn't play everything that the Xbox had and all that other kind of fun stuff. Alright. That's right, I can't just jump off this one. Oh, precision flying. Unknowing, how many people does it say on the screen that are watching? On mine it says 2, but my number rarely ever changes. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Gotta admit, this is a pretty ingenious way to do this. Granted, I didn't copy somebody exactly on this, but I've been inspired by a couple of people. Yep, how much do you end up dropping? I don't quite understand the question, because if everything goes right, I get back the same number of concrete blocks that I put in powder. And I don't pick them all up. They all hit the water for the most part and go into the hoppers back to the chest behind me. And the dropper up above is just dropping them on my head as fast as I can do it. So you can see my offhand, the number doesn't change because I'm getting them as fast as I'm dropping them. Actually, I think I get them a little bit faster than I'm dropping them. As we sit here, merrily chopping away. Okay, I keep saying I'm not going to sing anymore. There we go again, though. Really surprised me today. I walk out of the back of the shop and, oh, it's sprinkling out. I go and I run up to the grocery store and get home, get everything in the house, look out the window, and it's raining. Like non-converted, you answered my question though, so your inventory is replenished as fast as you can place them. Actually, I think it's a little bit faster. I played around with the tick speed on the repeater and set up 1, it goes just a little bit faster than I can. And this is what, an efficiency 4 or efficiency 5 pick? Gotta figure the hopper's feeding the dropper, and until I hit the lever, nothing goes into the dropper, so there's always that little pause there. So it's probably whatever the transfer rate, well, hopefully it's a little bit slower than the transfer rate out of the hopper into the dropper. Hey, that rhymed. Ooh, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I know, bad one, but I tried. We should be coming down to the end pretty quick here. I don't really want to use quartz blocks for angled pieces, but that's going to end up looking better than, you know, for putting the stair pieces in. You know, we don't have to build a Falcon one, or a Falcon style rocket. We could build our own style. Okay, then I want the hopper, or the dropper. Okay, so we only got 13 extra powders out of it. Now, if everything works right, Okay, so in the process, we lost. No, we didn't lose. Because there was one block sitting over here. So we didn't lose any blocks in the process. And no others sitting around. That's why I put these walls up. Because the blocks would go up and hit and get stuck back here. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. And flip that off. And when you flip it off, it actually takes and turns all the power on. Okay. I'm debating if we should make another full shulker box full. Actually, let's not put it in there. Diggy Rock is in the Bahamas? Not really, but one can dream. Howdy, hey, Yankee. Oh, man, the Bahamas would be so nice right now. Oh, haven't been there, but my sister tells me it's nice. She's been there at least a dozen times. When you work for the airlines and get really cheap tickets, you can afford to go to places like that. How you doing tonight, Diggy? My shulker shell supply is getting low. My chest supply is starting to get low. Oh, I only grabbed 2, not 4. Duh. Let's grab some bone meal out of here. Let's color these ones white. I'm still breathing, so I guess I'm doing great. Yeah, breathing is definitely a good thing to do. Yeah, So I'm glad to hear you're doing great. Oh, gotta pick up the outer things first. Now we'll go in there. Now we do that. Whoops. Okay. I just had a really bad, really good idea. Oh. Splat. Okay. Unless you're underwater. You'll swallow water and drown. You'd have more of a chance of doing that. Nope, that doesn't work either. I was going to say more of a chance of doing that in the Bahamas than here. But that doesn't work. Oh wait, that's already concrete. Okay. Let's see. Actually, let's drop this down here. And is it gonna work? It's not gonna work. I can't get up on top. No, actually I could. But how would I get the... I'll have to figure it out. So if I take and put that into the side of there. You can sit front of a big picture of a beach with a small fan blowing a breeze while sitting under a sun lamp with beach music or beach noises playing and images. You're in the Bahamas. I've been through. It's nice there. Oh man, now I'm even more jelly. I used to work for MLT Vacations too, and didn't quite get to the point of getting my flight benefits, but flying standby with my sister, that worked pretty well. Yeah, you ever mistakenly taken a breath while drinking a glass of water and choked? Same thing. Yep. Not much fun. Alright, let's do... How much gravel do we got? Well, not much. And sand. Okay, we should be alright. Okay, so 9, 10, 11. 5 stacks each. And that's going to be close, but not quite close enough. Oh, duh, I moved the bone meal down to right where we were standing. Oh, so Diggy Rock, what you got going on today? Five and a half. Five and a half. White concrete powder. Perfect. Sweet. Mr. Gurdon is definitely getting a workout today. Tiring day at work. The paperwork didn't let up from the time I put foot in the door. My brain was exhausted. Crashed after work, and now I'm just relaxing. Cool. AK's in the house. Says hey, hi all. Hey AK. How's your day going so far? Alright, glad to be home. I don't blame you there. I had a really short day at the shop today. got to get out and do a couple of things and a few things around the house today. I shut my hydroponics garden down for the summer, but I did that a couple weeks back, so now I don't have any fresh veggies. So I thought, well, I'm gonna grow some in dirt until get them started now. So I'll have something in a couple weeks. I'm glad you liked the village, by the way. Oh, that was flippin' awesome. The way that it was all set up like that. I liked how the center parts were garden areas and everything else, and more than enough housing. So yeah, I think that'll be great. Have you implemented it yet? And are you going to cover it? I had a couple of regular clients come into the studio today with some heartbreaking stuff going on, and I got to hear all about it. I love what I do, but it can be draining sometimes. Oh yeah, I know. The Pepper Potts has been in and out too, and you'd be surprised some of the things people tell us. What? I ran out. Not yet and not sure. Okay. AK says, I believe it. Yeah, we have the lounge area where people just come in and say they're waiting for a bus or something, and it's cold out, so they'll come in and plop down on the couch for half an hour until the next bus comes, and just sit and chat, and yep, it gets interesting. Was it Saturday that we got raided by Sorceress Jacqueline? My buddy Tuskar, who comes in here every once in a while, he comes into the shop. I should say our buddy, because he's Devin's buddy too. But, yeah, I've met her a couple of times. She's been in. Nice lady. Let my offhand build up a little bit. Freaky Geek is in the house. Hey Freaky, how you doing tonight? What are you up to, my friend? Diggy Rock says I designed it on an off-world, as I do most things. Then I use MC Edit to put it in my current working world. That way I know how much space to clear, etc. I've never figured out how to use MC Edit. If I do it in the creative world, I'll take a picture of it and follow the picture. Freaky Geek says, not bad here, sir. Just hopping around the internet. Well, that's a cool thing. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, bud. I appreciate it. There was a conversation going around on Hangouts about soaps and suds and such, and they were going to do a stream tonight, but nobody could find out when it was going to be. Sorry, bad spelling. Don't worry about it, Freaky. Not a problem. So, Freaky, how's the weather in your area? And if you tell me it got into the 80s today, I may not talk to you for a minute. Okay, 30 seconds. Don't know, I'm not outside. That's an honest to goodness answer. That's good with me. I know it's kind of boring watching me make concrete, but we need a whole bunch of concrete. I think we hit 43 here today. Yeah, that's pretty close to where we were today too. Did you get a rain shower this afternoon? Because it sprinkled here for about an hour, and then all of a sudden it turned into a downpour, and that lasted for about 3 minutes and went back to a sprinkle and then faded away. Diggy Rock says, I hate Hangouts. I keep getting a pop-up error for it on my tablet. Yet the app is nowhere to be found, and I have never used it. It's built into Chrome. Brief one, yeah. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, brief storm here, or rainfall here too. Luckily, I got back from the grocery store with everything and got it in the house before it started downpouring. On the news, it did say we were like 9 above freezing Celsius. So that's actually not far off from where we were. Because if 37 is 98, quarter that, you'd be in the 98 to, I don't know. About an hour later, skies were clear and sunny. Yeah, when I was unloading the groceries, I'm feeling these sprinkles on my face and everything else, and I look up and I see the sun. Yeah, nice and bright out, but yet I'm getting rained on. Gotta love the weather. Freaky Diggy Rock, you might find the answer on YouTube. I wonder how much is left to go here. But not till you're done here. And for those that don't know it, Freaky is part of the pepper lovers community that my other life is. He's been in the chats and everything else, and actually started to do a few YouTube videos himself. I thought that was pretty cool. So, little shout out to him. Ran out again. Gotta watch that number. I'm the weakest one in the group. Never ate a hot pepper yet. Oops. I don't believe that. I mean, if you've eaten a jalapeno, that's considered a hot pepper. Okay, it's considered a spicy pepper. Letting the offhand build up a little here. Chili flakes don't count. I don't think, and I'm not sure about cayenne. Well, cayenne is 4 times hotter than jalapeno, and if you're eating crushed red pepper like on pizzas and stuff, that's made from cayennes. And cayennes are pretty spicy. Granted, they're not habanero spicy or anything else, but you gotta start somewhere. I used to think that putting crushed red pepper, that cayenne flakes on pizza was hot. Yeah. And the first time I took a taste of hot wings with Frank's hot sauce on it, that lit me up. And now I add different pepper powders to Frank's hot sauce to make them spicy enough to taste it. I did a challenge one time just for the heck of it to see if I could eat or take a quarter cup of Frank's hot sauce, put it in my mouth and hold it there for a minute and see if I could handle it. That's powder, yep. Yep, ever since that it didn't even bother me. Okay, let's make sure we got concrete everywhere. All right. Okay, we need to break that shulker. Let's shut that off. That should go into there. Into there. There it is. Okay, let's put that down here. Put that right there. Whoops, that's a powder. How did a powder get in there? Okay. Okay, so we got 2 things of powder yet. Concrete. We got a little more to do yet. Whoops. Powder. Concrete. Okay. Yeah, spicy, but not hot. Be right back. Alrighty, enjoy. I keep trying to grow these peppers called shishitos. They're only about 500 on the Scoville scale, but they got a really nice flavor to them. And every time I get a plant growing, it passes away for some unknown reason. Last year I got 1 pepper off of it, and I was sitting there watching and waiting for it to turn red. And I thought to myself, I'm going to pick that one the next day. Give it 1 more day to ripen up a little bit more. I go to it the next day, and a deer came by and ate about half of it. When it comes to peppers, it's all hot to me. Yeah. Okay, the rest have to be over there. And where did I throw them? Okay. I threw them and they went into a hopper. Okay, that should be everything. I got the shulker box back. And I turned that on, right? Yep, I turned it on. Okay, somewhere in the process we lost 4. Not there. Not there. Okay, where did we lose the 4 at? Well, I could be wrong. That's close enough. I don't think we need to make any more. One of the interesting things about eating the hot peppers is the endorphin rush that you get after the really hot ones. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that or not. Or know what I'm talking about. Okay, is it daytime? No, it's just coming up on nighttime. No, usually too busy coughing and wanting to die to feel an endorphin rush. The endorphin rush, depending on the pepper that you eat, is after the pepper starts wearing down, you start feeling good. You know, because your body is releasing the endorphins into your system to counteract the pain. And a really good endorphin rush, I don't know how I would best describe it. It's almost like, I don't want to say the slang words for it, but better than buzzing. How's that? I love the new water mechanics. Makes building mob lift towers so much easier than having to deal with sign placement. I can agree with you there, but my problem is I can't figure out how to get the mobs to go past, you know, from one water stream into the bottom of the lift, because the water that's in the lift is pushing them out of it. They have to do like a mob cramming and push each other in. I haven't been able to figure that one out yet. Okay. This is going to take me a moment, if you don't mind. Used files. This one? Nope, not that one. Okay. 8. There's 4, 4, and 1 in between. Okay. I had to look at how to build a circle. Alright, let's drop that down. That down. Let's grab a bunch of those. And we need the black one. What am I doing? I'm saying hi to Fluffy Bunny. Hey, Fluffy Bunny, how you doing tonight? Welcome into the stream. What am I doing? I am building a concrete platform. 41 by 41, not including the 7 by whatever out to it. I know that doesn't tell you much. It's not supposed to tell you much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whoops, wrong one. 21. That should be the exact halfway point. And I need to put Mr. Garden away because I'm going to end up breaking him if I'm not careful. Diggy Rock says, mine works great. I'll try to remember to take a capture of my entrance, but yes, it does work by the one behind pushing the one in front into the left. But what I do is stand on the other side so they automatically walk towards me and hence walk into the left. Cool. Freaky says he's back. Hello, Fluffy Bunny. Fluffy Bunny returns it. Okay, so now we're there, which means that this is the halfway point. And if you skip 2 and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it'll go there. And if you go 1, 2, put one down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, another one there. And that'll give us that much room in between. Okay. Okay, I got an idea. Hey, bunny with the belly button. Fluff. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Follow that one across. Right to that purple shulker box right there. Okay, so that would be right there. Skip 2, put one down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, I did that one wrong. That's the center. There. And Fluffy says, what you doing? And I haven't answered yet. We are building a... Oops, which way did I go with that one? That's the one, right? Yep. Okay, so we went one off that way. We are building a very large machine. Uh-oh, that didn't work right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's why. That's only 3. This very large machine is designed to go into space. Are you building a giant llama statue? No. Although that could be interesting. Okay, so this one went one that way. Extra one that way. So these are going to be the base of the solid fuel boosters. It could be a space llama statue. How could we do that? You know, that could actually be interesting. If you did a 64 by 64 in a map and put white spots down all over the place to act like stars, and then made an absolutely huge infinity room and put a llama in it, it could look like the llama was floating in space. Interesting idea. Alright, time to sleep. Well, almost time to sleep. Sounds like a plan. AKA, why am I not surprised you said that? Poor llamas. Not poor llamas. Okay, so we went in. So 1, 2, 3, 8. There's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right about there. I guess I could have just marked it. Or looked at the other ones. Okay, so that's the exact center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would put it there. That leaves 2, leaves 2. And this one should leave 2 as well. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hang on a second. Okay. So I gotta cut it down by 1. So I'm gonna cut it down by 1 on this side. And then I'm gonna cut it down by 1 on this side. Okay. That one, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 14 is 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. and 1. That's not working right. Well, that's because I went all the way. Forgot I could put some on the other side. Three, 4, and 2, then 1, then 2, and then up to the 4. Then 2, then 1, then 2, then 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. True AK, but it's not real. Well, they're not rich. I was thinking along the same line, Diggy Rock. Yeah, but llamas aren't doing commercial type stuff. Okay, so next thing we do is we get hopefully enough black concrete to make this too high. Okay, so there's too high there. Okay, how are we going to do this? We need some junk blocks. Detectors, powered, rails, rail, obsidian, no way. White gray, fire, glazed terracotta, stone slabs, arrows, redstone box, and glass. We don't have any junk boxes. Why did the thief start using a horse? So he could get away faster would be the obvious one. He stole it could be another interesting idea. It's got to be a play on the horse. He was tired of being on the lamp. Oh, groan some more. Okay. Well, we know how much room do we got? We got room. We know we're going to put our control tower up here, so we're going to have to clear off some of this anyway. So we might as well clear some off now and get us some disposable blocks that we don't care about. I don't need the eggs and I don't need the seeds. I said I don't need the eggs. And I don't need the seeds. Okay, that gave us a few. Doesn't belong there. At least I'm getting more and more used to this new mouse. Let's see here. Okay. Confucius say, man who walks behind car gets exhausted. Man who walks in front of car gets tired. I would have thought gassed or run over myself. Confucius. Okay, there's 2 built up, or yeah, 3 out of the 5. Yep, I don't think we're going to finish this tonight. Why does this not look right? It's because it isn't. What did I do? I see what I did, I think. Yeah, because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then cuts in. So that one is supposed to be there. Not that one there. Yep, that looks better. In fact, there are more bacteria in your armpit than there are people on the panel. Yep. In fact, there's probably more there than there are watching Twitch at the moment. I wonder who counted. That is a very interesting question. And that brings back a really interesting story, but I don't know if I want to tell it. But I think I'm going to tell it anyway. Back when I was in high school biology class, we had to do an experiment where we ran around and collected bacterial samples of different things. And then brought them back and grew them in the whatever machine that is. Not a humidifier. I can't think of the name of the machine. Anyway, that grew all the cultures. My partner and I won for the best grow. Yeah, it was grown in a petri dish, and then you take the petri dish and put it in the thing that is at the proper temperature, proper humidity, and proper pressure. That box is what I was thinking about. But we won the competition for the best grow. And when the teacher found out where they came from, he got a little upset at us. One of them was a sample taken from inside a shoe in our gym locker. It was his shoe in his gym locker. And the other one was from a moist paper or moist towel, you know, the ones that run around, you pull down and you wash your hands off and everything else. On the back side of it, we took a sample of a moist spot. And that was the second best grow out of anything that anybody else had found. And when he found out about the one on the towel, he said, "Now you ruined my life for ever trying, or ever drying my hands on one of those again." Sorry, but that's what we grabbed it from. I know, kind of gross, but... Oh, come on, don't just give me one. I started such a class project, but missed the results as I missed school. Well, that sucks. Will 262 is in the house. Hey, Will, how you doing tonight? Yeah, but from what came out of the bottom of the shoe, grew so big and so fast that we had 4 samples in the petri dish, and it took over the area of another one. Teacher wasn't too pleased at that. Oh, he was pleased we got good results, but... Didn't I put one up here? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's already up there. That one's already up there. Actually, with this one, I could just build it across. Let's do that up here. Okay, so now we got all 5 rockets with the first 2 layers or 3 layers on them. This is going to be a huge project. Yeah, forget about the garage and wheeling it over here. It was all built here. How's that? Okay, so now need to go back to the black, and we don't have enough black on hand. Okay, let's pop that in there. Okay, let's see how that looks. Well, I'm running away. Later, all. Alrighty, Freaky. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. And if you go surfing some more, hope you find some fun things to do. If not, you're welcome back here for another half hour. But only for half an hour. The reason I say that is because I am done in half an hour or so. Not that people want to hear that. They say, no, don't quit. Don't stop for the evening. Keep going. Yes, my imagination's running away with me again. Oh, come on, get closer. Okay, that one looks right. Yep, hey, Will, how you doing tonight? And welcome back, of course. Okay, so this is going to be the first ridge in on the rockets. You know, because they always had that cone on the bottom. Hopefully we're representing that well. We might have to put another ring around that outer part and make it look more like a cone, but we'll decide that when we get to there. And yes, I'm building this all just out of imagination, not following any plans other than the circled plans. Let's see. What happened yesterday? There was no stream. I was sad. You were looking in the wrong place for a stream last night. On Monday nights, I stream on the Pepper Show on YouTube. Rev Toast TV, Meetups Live. We get on there and we talk about peppers and growing and gardens and fertilizers and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yep, so Monday nights are reserved for the Pepper Show. And Tuesday through Saturday is Twitch. And I'm sorry that made you sad. Okay, let's go see how this looks. We should really build a platform out here so we can see from a distance what it looks like. Oh, I think that's going to look nice just the way it is. I think an extra ring of black around the bottom of the engines is going to be a little too much. Let's jump up here and see if what it looks like from up here, if it'll render in. Oh yeah, nice vantage point. Okay, that's going to be a huge rocket. Okay, I will be back in just a moment. Alrighty. I'm back. Just had to refresh my screen real quick. Cool. So if you just typed something in just now, please redo it. I didn't see it. Alright, so I think those look like 5 rocket boosters. The outputs for the engines. So let's take and put another layer of black on top. And then we'll bring it in again. And then we'll go into the main fuselages. In the meantime, we don't need our markers anymore. Oh, excuse me. Hiccup and a belch at the same time? Oh yeah, lots of fun. Alright, so let's... How much black do we have? We got a good amount. Probably not enough. We'll find out. I'm sure glad I didn't decide to build this out of wool. And somebody would be saying, "Oh, those poor sheep." Is there something wrong with this one? Oh no, okay. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Yeah, not enough black. Why does this one seem different? Oh, well, that inner one really isn't needed. Okay. Because it's just basically one, two, three, four around the outsides of all of them. I stand under. Who would say something like that? I'll let you take a wild guess. Okay, so that's all 5 of them built to this height now. Let's go see how we like it. Sorry about that. Sure wish I could see what I was looking at. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. So 4x4. Look at that creepers down there. Hi, creepers. As long as you stay down there. Maybe AKA might accidentally type into the chat something along those lines. Just maybe. Accidentally, of course. Wouldn't be on purpose. No, no, no. Keyboard just got away from her for a minute. Okay. I don't know. Do you think we're gonna need an extra bottom ring out the bottom like I was thinking before? But if we do that in the centers there, the outer rings are gonna take and collide because there's not enough space between them. I guess there is, but there's only one room with one thing of space in it. Now, the next question is, if we go like that, is that going to get too narrow at the top? Okay, so we got all four of those. Oops. Not a bad shot. Let me place it. Didn't want to go. Crunch. I hope the chat's working right because it seems to have gotten awfully quiet awfully quick. Not there. Okay, where was that spot? Right there. Okay, what did I screw up there? I think that's right. One, two, three, four. With a space of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a space of 2. Still here, just relaxing. Diggy says it's working. Just getting ready for bed. Yeah, I'm gonna be too. I just noticed the time and it's right about that midnight hour. I don't know if Mr. Garden is still with us, but credit for this idea, this build idea, goes to Mr. Garden tonight. I sent him a quick little whisper saying, I'm at a loss of what I want to do tonight. Any ideas? And he says, build a rocket or build... I forget what the other thing was. 3 a.m. here. Oh boy. Time for you to go to bed, Will. Diggy Rock says 1 a.m. here. Yeah, it's time to go to bed, guys. Where's my bed? It's over there. I'll show you how it's done. This is how you go to bed. Walk over, find your bed, fall asleep. Hopefully that Zomberg doesn't get to us before we wake up. Oh, he went the other way. Alright, let's take one more quick look at this and jump in the water. Yeah, Let's try that again. Landing. I went the right way, didn't I? Yeah. Nah, I'm loyal on these streams, bro. Cool. Alright, I'm thinking those are looking like 5 engines. But something doesn't look right. Why does the center one look like it's not the right height? That's because it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I needed to do one more in layer. Yeah, this needed to be an in layer, not an out layer. Because those are all the same height, but this one right here is definitely wrong. I was supposed to come in one more layer and then go out. See how that one goes in one layer and then comes out? Alright, let's see how many blocks we can get back. Thank you for the observation, Diggy. Oh, we're down here anyway. Okay. And hopefully you're referring to this one as being the one on the left. Yeah, because this needs to go in one more layer yet. And then out a layer. Because that lines up with that one over there now. Certain little imperfections I can put up with, but when everything is identical except for a few other minor details, then yeah, we have an issue. And now that should look the same. It doesn't look right because it's on the left. Oh, oh. Fell into that one, didn't I? Huh? Didn't I? Okay, so for each of these, we'll put one more layer wider, and then we'll build them up like 15 blocks somewhere up like that, and then we'll figure out how to put a cone on them, the boosters, and then the main one, we'll bring it out like 2 and have it rise way up, and then we'll put the cockpit or whatever right on the top. But anyway, guys, I think I need to take and call it here. Let's have a quick piece of chicken. Eat a full chicken in 2.3 seconds. I think somebody said the timing on it was. I can eat a whole chicken in 2.3 seconds. Just watch me. I think we got a lot accomplished today. Will says, okay, bye-bye, even though I'm not done yet. Let's do a angle this way. so you can see back behind us. Aside from the scaffolding, you have to look past that, but Diggy Rock says goodnight. Look past the scaffolding and everything else, and I think that it, combined with everything that we did with the platform, and as long as it took us to make all of the concrete, I think we got a lot accomplished tonight. Thursday night we'll take and hopefully get the rest of the rockets up. And if you guys want to think about it, maybe we could come up with some kind of interesting idea or something that we could put on the side of the main fuselage, or the main rocket, or something along those lines. So if you want to think about that and let me know either before or during the next stream, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, it would. Really, it would. I am honest here. Yep. And switch back to my normal skin. Or my normal skin. So hopefully that's a little more what everybody's used to. We're not a pirate anymore. Really, we're not. And I thought the general skin looked better because, so many rocket programs are run military-wise. Yeah, that's what we say. Ah. Fluffy Bunny says night all. Oh, yeah. And note, no bunnies were harmed in the making of this episode, or in the making of the stream. Nor were any chickens, or cows, or pigs. Just some kelp. Captain Grapes! Oh, fluffy. Alright. Well, I want to say thank you everybody for joining me this fine evening. I really appreciate it. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here doing this. And are you sure? Am I sure about what? I don't think I killed any creatures. At least none that gave food. I don't have any extra food on me that's oddball stuff. Got extra grass. Creepers don't count. Mobs don't count. We're talking poor bunnies, poor cows, poor chickens, poor pigs. Nobody ever said poor creepers. Alright. And that, like I was saying, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here doing this. You make it all worthwhile. And I want to thank you for that. And I thank you for everybody for coming back over and over again. We're building a nice little community here. Seems like everybody's starting to get to know everybody else. And AKA, you just had to go and do it, didn't you? Yes, you did. Poor creepers. I could bend over and hit this chicken really hard with the torch. But I'm not gonna. In fact, I'll step aside so that... Here, how's this? Hi, chicken. Here, have some food. Now go find a mate. And I will actually throw the egg somewhere. Give it a chance to hatch. There, how's that? Yeah, there's such a blast to have around. Okay, diggy. Alright, let's go hit the bed real quick. Because I see it's getting nighttime, and then we'll close out this stream. Who should we raid tonight, guys? Let me see here. Well, Tex is playing Satisfactory. Optional Oath is doing Minecraft. Ivoltar is Tropico 6. I don't like that game. Sorry. Personal preference. Megan Danger is playing Satisfactory as well. Jake D 1999 and Mr. Cold Killer come into my stream often. I see that Mr. Cold Killer is streaming Space Engineers. Now, Space Engineers, I don't know a whole lot about the game, but it's kind of interesting. How about we go stream them or go raid him tonight? How's that sound to you guys? Hey guys, that sounds good. Mr. Cold Killer is pretty cool. And I'll actually sit and gab with you about different other and odd and unusual things and everything else. There's the raid message, everybody. And let's do the... Make sure I get the name spelled right. I know it's hard, right? Alrighty, here comes the raid message. If I didn't put a question mark in it. Okay, here comes the raid message. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. I will be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central with Lazy Third Eye. And we'll be playing Astroneer. With that in mind, I will see you later. Bye.